Yeah, it's amazing. I love it.
What did you guys feel like you learned from that game on Saturday? Went back and watched it or thought about it?
Yeah, we had a super long film session with Coach, the whole team, and we saw, how much points we gave up in transition. It was terrible. Honestly, it was embarrassing on a lot of people's parts, including myself. Took a couple steps back defensively, but we were moving the ball, so there were some positives and negatives.
Monte said when you focus on maybe the offense, the defense struggles, or vice versa. How do you get it so you put it all together here before conference play?
Just in practices. Coming in today after seeing what we saw yesterday and getting back on defense and just seeing the areas that we need to improve on and just work at that. Our offense was lacking last week, and Coach really put an emphasis on moving the ball, making the extra pass, and getting some shots up. And we took a step in the right direction, and took a step back defensively. So I'm sure today we're going to be doing a bunch of closeouts and slides and stuff.
What were some of your takeaways from the talk Coach Prohm had with you yesterday? Not with the team, not necessarily about court basketball, play on the court, but life in general, things like that. Because he told us he talked to you guys about a lot of things.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at.
No.
Basically, it's like in regards to some comments that were made, after the game. It was wrong. It was addressed, and Coach hit it right on the head as to what he said in the locker room. But you can't, any opponent that we go after on the court, we're going to do everything we can to win. But you got to respect your opponent. Drake's a great program. They're run by a great coach, and they have great players over there, great people and players. I know a bunch of them, and they're great dudes who work hard. So some things, were said that shouldn't have been, and we're gonna do a couple things in regards to making sure that doesn't happen again, because that's not what we're about. That's not what this program's about, and anybody that represents this place is about.
Is that one of those things that what's said in the huddle shouldn't come out of the huddle?
That's exactly like every team. Every team says little things at halftime and inside the locker room. That if it got out, people could take it in a bigger, a different type of context. But with that being said, Daryl's friends with a bunch of guys over there too, and he didn't mean any disrespect by it. But those are things like you say to your teammate or your buddy to get them, get some motivation going. But it's nothing that should be said outside of the locker room. And those things were handled. And I got a lot of respect for the whole program of Drake and any in-state team. And that's just something that we handled.
Do you feel like this offense can play even faster than what you guys did on Saturday?
I do, because I definitely think there's going to be a night where myself and Matt catch on fire, and Monte's got it going, and DB as well. A night where there's three of us that's got it going, and if that's the case, then everything opens up as far as getting 1 to 5, point guard a big, transition points, things like that, 1 to 2 to 5. There's so many things that can go on if a bunch of guys are clicking. So I definitely think we have room for improvement on defense, but also on offense.
What's holding Deontay back from clicking offensively? I mean, granted, he's been rebounding the ball, but on the other end of the floor, consistently, I should say.
I think he just needs to stay the course. He's been putting in the work prior to this year as much as he's ever done. So his shots will fall. I mean, he was missing little easy bunnies right at the rim that he's not going to miss down the line. He knows that too. His spirits is positive, and they have been this whole year. So, come in tomorrow. Don't be surprised if he comes out the gate like he did versus. I don't know if it was Citadel, whoever it was, but he came out, was 10 for 10. That could easily happen tomorrow. So he just needs to stay the course.
What's his ceiling as a facilitator? Because it seems like at times he can really distribute the ball to guys in good spots and get them going.
That's something that a lot of the guys have been challenging him to do, because there is no limit to that. He's so big, so fast, and so crafty that he can get to any spot on the floor that he wants. If he wants to go in and score, he's going to do that and get to the rim, but also make plays for others. So I think sky's the limit as far as that goes. He just needs to continuously find guys like he's been doing these past couple games, and it'll just only get us better.
After tomorrow night, what do you do with those 5 days off around Christmas?
Just enjoy some family time, man. So it gives you a second to step away from the game, and just enjoy the things that matter the most. But with that being said, we have a close one coming on the 30th. So as the little trip that we have home comes to an end, I know a lot of guys are going to be gearing into a great Texas Tech team. But with that being said, just enjoy the holidays and enjoy family.
Did George say anything to you after Saturday night's game?
No, he just said good job, man, and he knew a game like this was due. We talk every day, so it's just the same old stuff, and he was a little upset that I passed him. Low key, I heard it under his voice, but that's my guy, man. One of my biggest critics and my best friend by far. So he's just showing words of encouragement.
Thanks.